Hey guys, this is another really impromptu video. I just want to get something off my chest because it's like, okay, I know it's been a day after the Kevin situation. I'm sorry. If you can't see me, it's 8 o'clock at night. I don't want to turn on my main light, so my lamp is just gonna have to do that. Okay, I don't know how good that looks, but we're gonna go with it because I'm tired. And I'm tired of everything. I just want to not have to deal with drama, with another episode of me crying again. I just don't want to do it. But I feel like I have to say something about this, so yeah. If you guys don't want to watch me, obviously you don't have to. If you think my opinion is wrong, just because I haven't been a UKISS fan for how many years? Like I said in my last video, I've only been a UKISS fan for 10 months, so that's not enough time. Or some will say that's not enough time to actually know the members, but I took my time. Like, I sat there hours and hours saving pictures, going through YouTube, finding their videos, just because I wanted to get to know them. Now, when I want to get to know something, like, I go ham. I will go to the depths of YouTube and find whatever I'm looking for. Sorry, I'm gonna reply to this tweet. Okay, sorry. Okay, so in regards to what happened today, as we all know, I don't know what time it would have been for any of you living in other parts of the country, but for me in America, I live on the East Coast, and AJ, former member of UKISS, Jaeseop, Kim, AJ, Yoon, whatever you want to call him. I personally just call him Oppa because I'm so used to hear him be called AJ and Jaeseop, but I'm not exactly comfortable with calling Yoon yet, just because it sounds like Yoon from Royal Pirates. So I don't want to confuse the two. And the fact that the last name is Kim also really stresses me out. So I'm just gonna call him Oppa. I know I have a lot of Oppas, but that's just me. I don't care. So in regards to what happened with AJ's situation, he went live at around like 1 or 2 o'clock in the afternoon, and I was in school, but I was in a class where a teacher loves me to death, and I could do whatever I want, even though I had work to do, but I was doing other stuff because I had the weekend, whatever. So he went live, and I was watching it, and then a comment came up and was like, Did you hear about Kevin leaving? Now I promised myself I'm not gonna cry this time because it's a different situation. And I have one earbud in. I'm supposed to have one earbud in case there's an announcement. So they only allow us to have, at my school, one earbud in, one earbud out so you can hear. But I put that earbud in my dominant ear, and then whatever comes out of this ear is free, it goes out. Like, I don't even process it or whatever. And so people kept commenting on the Kevin situation, and I was like, he's gonna skip over that regardless because he's not active with them anymore. And basically, he saw the comment, and then he was like, Did you hear that? He stopped himself completely. Then he said, I don't care. Now, was I hurt by that? Obviously not, because I didn't know what was said. Like, all I heard was, did you hear some stuff that couldn't be processed because I couldn't hear it? Like when you hear something, you think you heard it fully, so it kind of sounds like mumbling, I guess. And so then I heard, I don't care, and I was like, what just happened? And I was gonna ask someone, hey, I heard UKISS, can someone translate for me? Because I had one earbud in, so obviously it's not gonna process fully what I heard. And so people were on. So after that, it's literally a couple hours later, and I'm getting tweets saying that, oh, what up with AJ? Why is he being so disrespectful to the group that gave him fame? And I literally wrote paragraphs just regarding the situation. So you guys will probably be like, well, where do you stand on this? And I stand with him just because, like, how are we gonna call ourselves a real UKISS fan if we're gonna bash a former member? Okay, yeah, I cried when I found out Kevin was but that's because, like, he hit me so hard, and he's done so much, even these past 10 months that I've been listening to them and following them. Like, he's done so much, and when I found UKISS was their moments era of, like, early 2014 when they dropped I'm gonna deal with that later. Because I have like the ones who are like bashing him, like commenting my post right now. I'm gonna comment on them later. But in regards to the AJ situation, I am on his side completely just because I remember a long time ago, like back in 2014 when they just dropped Moments and promoting She's Mine, he said he was asked, or well, they're in the yellow box, you know that little, for I think it was what Pop and Soul, and he picked the question that was basically, what is the greatest miracle that's ever happened to you in your life? And he was like, well, obviously it's Columbia University, duh. But he said the greatest moment in his life, or miracle, was the fact that he joined UKISS. And that was when, Seon Oppa, K-Stop Oppa, and Eli Oppa all pretty much got on him. Eli was like, I thought you hated us so much. And then he was like, no, that's not true at all. And I really believe him 100%. Like honestly, if AJ hated UKISS completely, I mean, we don't know what happened when he was active with them because we only see the happy side. We don't know, like, what could have went down. Obviously, I don't see how any beef would happen because he had to collaborate with AJ. He had to be on good terms with all the members in order to work with them. Now, granted, he did, like, every time I saw him, he looked really pissed off at his members, but that's because possibly they're being extra. Like, I can understand they're being extra because every time I saw him, he was looking pissed. And I was just like, oh, come on, AJ, why do you look so pissed? Don't make me get Eli on you. Sorry, my throat hurts. But my Fitbit was about to fall. Normally, I'm not one to react to drama like this. I can't call this drama. But, basically, okay, so yeah, he was about to read about the current situation. The reason he said he doesn't care is because he doesn't know. He hasn't been active with them since 2014. That's literally almost 4 years ago when he was active with them. So the bond that he had with the members completely severed, like to the point of non-existent. When his contract ended, he obviously cut them off because he felt, well, personally for me, I felt that he broke a promise to them. He promised he'd be back fully with them, and then he didn't realize his contract was coming to an end because August 28th, obviously everyone's going back to school, everyone's crazy, just getting stuck, getting deadlines like met, and also you go to Ivy League school, it's very hard to get in, especially if you try to apply in the US, it's very hard. Like, and I don't know what process he went through in Korea to apply for Columbia University. I don't know that. I just know that for me, college applications just make my anxiety really bad. I have social anxiety, so I'm sorry if I'm talking too fast. I'm just trying to get to my point, but I had to make sure I go over all the details. Now, obviously I don't know AJ like that. I don't. Okay, let's be honest. I do not know AJ, I do not know Kevin, I do not know any of them like that. I haven't followed them for years. I've only been following them for 10 months. And now, I know a lot of people are going to be like, well, you haven't been through all the member changes. You didn't cry when Keep On left. You didn't cry when Xander left. So how can you call yourself a real fan? I just stand with AJ because, I mean, why would he tell us that he's composing music again? I mean, the man deleted his SoundCloud, but for why, I don't know. He, like I said, he's making his full debut album. He's gonna make a YouTube channel. He's making a Facebook, a radio page. Now, why would we hate on him if he's doing all this stuff on his own to promote again? He promised us he'd be back, not necessarily with UKISS, obviously, but he said he'd be back and he'd be ready for anything to come at him. I'm supporting him all the way just because, I mean, why would he show his face if he was gonna get so much hate? Like, people are literally blowing up his Twitter, talking crap about him. I'm just like, well, you don't know the extent of the situation. You don't know what's going on in his head right now. I mean, obviously, I joke around in the comments when he goes live saying that, oh, you should go babysit Dongho's baby. I want to see with kids. Or whatever. He just skips over the comments and finds something else. Sorry, I had to do something with my hands. I can grab this. Now, I keep saying now, I'm so sorry. My thing is that, like, why would he show his face to us again if he's just going to get hate? Like, he knows he's going to get hate for it. And if there's any of us who are giving him hate, why are you? How dare you call yourself a real UKISS fan? You're gonna bash a former member so bad. Like, if I had to compare this to something, I'm gonna have to compare it to when Eli dropped the fact that he was married for so long. Like, you guys do not know how many followers Eli lost during that time. And now people are saying that he betrayed UKISS when he said, or when he posted the picture of him getting his heart surgery. That picture dropped right around time they were promoting Mono Scandal and promoting Quit Playing. Obviously, he's not going to tell them that because he doesn't want to worry about them because they have promotions to worry about. Album drop, they're going to have to promote it. They're going to have to perform Strictly K-pop, Pops and Soul, all of that. He's not going to tell them, hey guys, I'm in the hospital, just had heart surgery. No, because they're going to drop all promotions completely and to go see him in the hospital. That's not what he wanted. He wanted them to focus on work. Now, do I know that completely? No, but that could be a reason. He wanted them to focus on work, so he knows he's going to have their support either way, regardless if he told them about the surgery or not. Now, I don't know how Eli found out about the surgery, but he basically gave him support. I don't know if AJ had a response back because he probably deleted it and I can't find it, so that's that on that. But, like, you guys do not know how much support Eli lost when the fact that he dropped that he was married. Now we're doing the same thing to AJ by bashing him. Now, I say we because I mean UKISS me as a whole fandom. Like, I'm putting our craziness on the same level as BTS fans, and BTS fans are crazy. I am an undercover BTS fan, but the thing is, BTS is not my bias group like that. Like, I love them, but they are not my ultimate bias group. I came back into this fandom just because it was easier to keep up with. I felt like, because I'm a junior in school, obviously, and I feel like watching anime got too much, especially when you do homework. So I felt that, okay, K-drama, you can binge watch 1 or 2 episodes and call it a day. For anime, you can literally watch a whole, like, marathon, a bunch of episodes. But then you're not going to have anything to do a review on. That's why I stopped doing anime reviews in the first place. It's because a new junior year was coming up. I'm not going to have time to sit there and binge watch a 12-episode anime like that. I don't have the brain capacity anymore. I don't. Like sophomore year when I claimed that I was going to do more with my YouTube. I didn't want my YouTube to have to come to me reacting to every freaking little K-pop drama that there is in this world. I mean, also I could, but not just too much. Now, in regards to AJ and what I said, so I basically already said it. I had 1 earbud in, so obviously I'm not gonna hear the entire story. 2, I was doing my homework for a certain class, and basically I was like, Opa, why are you live right now? I'm in class, and he's like, well, aren't you studying? And I basically said, well, this teacher loves me, so I can do whatever I want. As long as get my work done, whatever. She didn't mind, and he's like, okay, whatever. The reason why he severed ties completely is because he was always gone. Like, you guys saw, ever since Brand New Kiss came out, he was like, well, I got into Columbia University, and so me promoted with UKISS might be on hold for a while just because of that. And Ivy League schools are no joke. Like, you have to keep up your grades or you're out completely. I don't know if it's a scholarship or something. Like, I don't know the extent of AJ's situation with Columbia. I just know that he's taking a year off. He's back in Korea and he's making music for us. Like, we should be grateful that he's even making music again because, like, in college you had no time. Like, I say this now as a junior in high school because, like, I'm slowly preparing myself for it. And the fact that I had not completed whatever homework I have. Like, I have a website to finish coding for, and that's hard enough. So, the fact that I had to deal with this now and then go to sleep, wake up, clean my room, do everything a teenage girl has to is complete BS. Like, I just want to be able to focus on what I love. I love UKISS. I just love UKISS in general. Like, it doesn't matter how long I've been a fan. Like, people look at me and be like, oh, you haven't been a fan that long, you don't know what happened. Yeah, I know what happened. I went back in their history. Like, when I get into something, I go deep. That's something I'll tell in the story when I went through my Wong Fu phase all last year, so. But in regards to the AJ situation, like, why are you bashing him for saying that he doesn't care? Obviously, he has to say that because he hasn't been with them for years. Like, he hasn't been with them for years. Of course, he's gonna be like, well, I don't care, but that's just because he doesn't know the situation. And people are, people are just gonna, like, people are not gonna just sit there and then spam him with, oh, did you know Kevin is leaving? Did you know Eli don't have kids? Obviously, they're not gonna know that because he's too busy to even just check his notifications. He's a busy man. Why can't we just understand that? Sorry, my foot fell asleep. Like, we don't know. Like, we just don't know. He's been gone for so long that we can't even, like, figure out, like, what I'm trying to say is that he's been gone for too long. So, for him to associate with anything of UKISS is just, like, foreign to him. Because he's been gone for so long, he can't relate back to the idol life. He's been a college student for 3 years, and now he's slowly getting back into the idol routine. He's been an idol since the age of 13. That's really young. When you're 13, you're naive, you don't know what's out there in the real world. And by the time he got to UKISS, he was just like, okay, yeah, I'm at the age where I should be in college right now. I just got accepted. What am I gonna do? And so when I watched Go UKISS when they had their US tour back in 2014, and he was like, I promise I'll be back soon or whatever. And then he just left completely. We were all anticipating for him to come back soon. And then August, 28, 2016, contract end. Okay, that's not something you can control. Like, he knew going into it that it was going to happen at some point, and then he apologized. Why are we hating on him just because he's showing his face to us again? That's literally what people are telling me. It's not in regards to him hating or saying I don't care. It's the fact that we even, like, hated him for just because he changed his name on Twitter, which I don't know what it's like. You know, the guts at I don't know what it means. I don't. And if I asked him, he just ignored my comment. I'm on his side just because, like, you're just hating on him for no reason. You haven't gone back and found whatever interview was conducted with him and heard his answer. You didn't. I rewatched those videos multiple times just because I want to hear his answer. I want to see the captions. Just because I want to get a sense of what's going on. Like, I'm not one for fan wars. I refuse to put myself in fan war, but I feel like this one needed to be talked about because you're hating on a man who's trying to come back into the scene, trying to get back in the swing of performing. Like, we all know he loves music, and he's trying to give us back what we wanted. We asked him for a comeback, and he's giving it to us. But now he's receiving hate for it. Like, I don't have anything in regards to him saying I don't care, because obviously I didn't hear what was said. Like, we're hating on a guy just because, oh, he said I don't care. Obviously he's not going to care. It's been too long. If he ever started talking to them again, it's going to be like, well, this is awkward. And he's not going to know what to do. He's scared right now. He's scared. He was scared to show his face. And I'm not going to sit here and let him just be bashed like that. I refuse. Like, the fact that he's even showing the courage to come back and bring us music, it's a good thing. I feel it's a good thing because he promised us. Now, I was pissed, but I didn't cry like I did when I found out about Kevin. We need to let idols do their thing, and are we going to support them or are we not? Like, honestly, how can you call yourself a real Kiss Me when you're bashing a former member just because he completely cut off contact, he blocked everyone? I don't know if he blocked him, I just know he just followed them. but I do know that he follows mutuals. So even if he wanted to, he's gonna start slowly at getting back the bond he had with the members. Sorry, I'm struggling to read. I'm sorry. Like, I know I've said this multiple times, but you need to stop bashing him. If you really are a UKISS fan, you're going to support him in his activities, because either way, he was with UKISS for a long time, despite going to Columbia University. Like, I don't care if someone's going to call him fake, or he shouldn't be on this earth. I don't care. Like, they're not a true fan if they're just going to sit there and call him that. Like, if honestly, like, I don't see Kibam or Xander or Dongho getting hate. I don't see Eli getting this much hate just because of something happened that goes against what the fans want. Like, it's not about what you guys want, it's about what the idols want, and if you want to see them truly smiling, we have to let them do what they do. Like, Dongho left because of health issues. Xander's in school. I don't know what happened to Kibam, because he hasn't been active on social media since 2015, so I can't vouch for him. I mean, last time I heard he was still promoting in Japan, that was like 2013. Last post was of his dog back in 2015, so I just don't know. I don't know, keep on with that. I know that Xander's doing his own thing, and he's still supporting UKISS. I know that Dongho has a kid, and I don't know if him and Eli still talk, though. Like, I don't think they talk since Stalker and when their kids were born, but... Like, I'm not just gonna sit here and let someone who's took the time to read my comment and to give me support, because I've asked him multiple times for what should I do now, and he's giving me really helpful tips. I'm just like, we need to let him have his peace. We need to stop bashing him, because either way, he's still a member of UKISS. He will always be he will always be on the mind, whether, like, you guys can't say that just because there's a new member doesn't mean anything. Like, I know June is a Like, I know June is the magne. He's been with them for 3 years now, but that's the same time as AJ. Okay, he joined in 2011 and left in 2014, so he's been with them 3 years. That's the same amount, and we're not giving June hate. I mean, when he first joined, I was like, ooh, I was a new member. Who this? And then I knew NH had to make the decision because Eli can't rap alone. He can't. He needed someone. The vocal line is basically finished. Eli was the main rapper, and he can't rap all the parts in the song. He had to have someone else. Now, is he ever going to replace AJ? Obviously not. He's just a placeholder and a new family member. He's not going to replace his part in 0330. He's just covering. I don't understand why you guys are hating him. I don't understand why certain UKISS fans are hating on AJ at certain things that are debatable topics. So I asked for those who are with me or against me to tell me why. And it has to be a valid reason, because I've seen some people retweet me and then tag me in my own post. Oh, he did this, he did this. And I'm like, okay, but do you know the reason why? Like, people are accusing him of hating on the group that got him fame. First of all, AJ was already active. AJ is their senpai. He was already in the industry at such a young age. AJ was in Peron, which is a 4 or 5 member group. I personally don't listen to them because, they're older groups. They're active when I was young, and I'm how much older are they than me? They're 8 years older than me, so at the time Peron was probably active. I was in the 1st grade. But obviously I went back in their history and I found AJ. I was like, who this? Why does he look familiar? And so that happened. I stand with AJ just because, the man has passion. The fact that he's taking off school to make music is a big thing. Normally you would think, oh, you can finish in 4 to 8 years. He's taking time off just to make music again, which is what he loves. He loves making music. He loves composing. And I'm not going to sit here, I'm reiterating my statement, I'm not going to sit here and complain that he said, "I don't care." Obviously, he doesn't know the circumstances. He lost all, he doesn't know the members anymore. It's been so long that he doesn't know them anymore, so we can't hate on him for the fact that he lost everything. Like, he feels like he doesn't know the members anymore, even though he's keeping those memories in his heart. Like, you can't say that he threw away UKISS completely. He did not. Like, I understand changing his name or whatever is cutting off ties, but that's just because he's doing his own thing. He has to let UKISS do their own thing. All we can do is that, are you going to support him or are you going to bash him? But if you're going to bash him on my video, you will be blocked. I don't have time for it. My channel is for positive reinforcement, and I'm only doing this just to get my word out, because I know me tweeting about it isn't going to stop anything. So, you can either be on my side and support him and the fact that he's out in the world again, or you continue to bash him, and then it'll lead to another Eli situation where he deletes all his social media and starts over. Thanks.